Hello, I'm LJ. Welcome back to Ball Boy Media. Today we're going to be talking about a blockbuster deal that just dropped in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, Zach Lavine to the Kings. Here's what you need to know. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below who's one player you'd like to see get dealt at the trade deadline, although I feel like we're running out of players based on this deal here. So this is what Shams has reported the full trade is. The Spurs are receiving De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings are getting Zach Lavine, Sidy Cissoko, 3 first-round picks, and 3 second-round picks, whereas the Bulls are getting Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and their own pick back from San Antonio. So I'm going to have a more in-depth analysis of this trade either later tonight or tomorrow. Depends how much time I have. I'm sorry. I just came running back from the gym to get this video off because this is major news, but I'm going to break it down a little bit for you here. So San Antonio gets De'Aaron Fox, and we know what Fox brings to the table. He's a 25-point-per-game scorer. He can facilitate. He can even, we've seen at times shoot the 3-ball a little bit. What he is a premier number 2 option next to Victor Wembanyama, and I believe that this trade is going to be incredible for them. Fox reportedly made it clear to the Kings that he wanted to be dealt to San Antonio, and he would not re-sign with any team they traded him to, which ultimately was served to be lesser to other teams in trade negotiations. This is a major deal because we haven't really seen Victor Wembanyama. He's only in his second season. We haven't seen him next to a true number 2 guy, and here he has it. De'Aaron Fox is one of the clutchest players in the NBA, and he's proven time and time again he can make his own shots. This is a big addition for a team that is teetering on the edge of a playoff spot, and I'll say right now, you do not want to see this team in the playoffs. The Kings in this deal are giving up Fox, and they're getting quite the haul in return. Zach Lavine, obviously, is a great player. I thought he was one of the more underrated players at this year's trade deadline. They're getting him. They're also getting Sidy Cissoko, who, again, I think he's kind of a sleeper. He hasn't played much in the NBA, but he's been having good G League minutes, and I think as a project player, they can definitely develop him. They also received 3 first-round picks, the first of which is Charlotte's first-round pick this year, although it is lottery protected. So unless Charlotte has a miracle second-half turnaround, that pick will convey next year, and I'm not quite certain what the protection is next year, but my gut is telling me that based on, if I remember correctly, it's 2 second-round picks if it doesn't convey this year. They also get San Antonio's pick in 2027 and Minnesota's pick in 2031. Really, the asset here that we're looking at is Minnesota's 2031 pick. That pick is, seemingly very valuable due to the fact that we're not quite sure where Minnesota will be in the future. We've seen, although they're playing better now, they have taken a step back from last season, and I'm not quite sure what the team will look like, as do NBA GMs. So I think that the expectation is that that pick be a little more valuable. And they also are getting 3 second-round picks in this deal, and that is Chicago's this year, Denver's in 2028, and their own pick back. Additionally, the Bulls are involved as they are the team giving up Zach Lavine, and they're getting, a kind of interesting haul back. They're getting Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and their own pick back. Now, I think more trades are coming, and this trade to me is telling me that more trades are coming for the Bulls because this trade isn't really, although Lavine is a great player, this is a good value for him in terms of a player perspective. I think they could have gotten more picks, but, Collins, Jones, and Huerter, those are guys that are going to keep the ship afloat. And by getting their own pick back, to me, that feels like they wouldn't make that move if they didn't feel like they were tanking because their pick is lottery protected. So I believe what they're going to do is make more trades. I think Nikola Vucevic is going to be traded, and I think that, ultimately they're going to aim to maybe trade other guys such as Torrey Craig to a contender, Kobe White, players like that. I think that Chicago is aiming to go full rebuild with this trade. That's my prediction. And yep, that's what I'm making of this right now. So I will have a full breakdown coming later. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you very soon.